Hi, I'm Sophie, and I tried falafel for the first time for my food presentation, and it's from the Middle East, specifically Egypt, Morocco, and Saudi Arabia. So, the history of falafel, the location of origin for falafel is quite controversial, actually. Some say it came from the Lebanese, and others say came from the Israelis, and it's hard to say where exactly it came from because um, it just was made a long time ago and people aren't really sure. The history is kind of a little bit blurry, but however, because it's known that the Egyptians had beans and mastered frying, it was most likely born 1000 BC in Egypt. In another theory, said that it was invented by the Coptic Christians of Egypt and eaten as a meat alternative during Lent. Either way, falafel is a delicious Middle Eastern dish of spice mashed chickpeas formed into balls or fritters and deep fried. The nutrient composition of traditional falafel is shown right there, and this is for about 3.5 ounces of a serving, and it's six small patties of falafel. A traditional way falafel is made is in a ball in a patty form, and the chickpeas provide a great protein source of 13.3 grams, and there are 31.8 grams of carbohydrates, 17.8 grams of fat, which makes this a very well distributed meal among the three big macronutrients. And this serving takes care of 94% of our daily value of vitamin B6, which is great. And as you can see, there's a lot of other vitamins listed that we get a little bit of our daily value in through falafel. As far as preventing human diseases, falafel provides many great health benefits because it is packed with nutritious ingredients. Chickpea fiber has been linked to improve bowel health and lower risk for colon cancer and heart disease. Falafel is a great source of protein, which may help curb one's appetite and support healthy blood sugar. Depending on the other added ingredients, falafel is naturally gluten and dairy free, which is great for most diets. Causing human diseases, falafel is traditionally deep fried, which may cause various health issues. People who regularly consume deep fried foods have a higher risk of obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. The oil that the falafel is fried in could also be high in fat and calories, but there are ways to make it healthier by using an alternative oil or baking instead of frying. And how to tell if the ingredients are fresh. After falafel is freshly made, it should be refrigerated for up to 4 days. And if it is kept in the fridge at all times when not eaten, it ensures that any bacterial spread throughout the food is slower and therefore helps the food last longer. It can be difficult to tell when falafel has gone bad because it often doesn't have any noticeable changes in texture, taste, or smell, but there might be noticeable mold at some points if it gets to like a pretty bad outdate. And when in doubt, it is better to throw out the falafel rather than risk eating it and getting sick. The agriculture information of falafel, the main vegetable ingredient in falafel is chickpeas, which are mostly cultivated in India. California also grows chickpeas in a big amount, and it is the number one producer of the crop in the US. The seeds are sold dry or canned and need evenly moist soil on top layer with a thin spread of mulch to keep them warm and moist. Chickpea plants can grow about 30 to 60 inches tall, and the ideal temperature for them is 50 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And another ingredient is white or red onions. They are a key ingredient in falafel and are typically grown all year round in various places in the US. How to prepare falafel. This right here is a traditional falafel recipe, including dried chickpeas, onion, parsley, cilantro, green chili pepper, garlic, and various spices that enhance the flavors. It basically involves throwing everything into a food processor and pulsing it until it reaches a coarse sand texture. This mixture is then formed into like a dough with the addition of chickpea flour, baking soda, maybe some vinegar or water, and refrigerating it for about 30 minutes to an hour. And then taking that out and getting like an ice cream scoop or just using your hands and getting it into a ball and then deep frying them in about 3 inches of oil at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 to 2 minutes. They go pretty fast, and you can throw about six in there at a time. They will be crispy and warm, ready to be served alongside of pita bread and tahini sauce, which is a traditional way to serve it. It's just a sauce that you can make, and pita bread obviously goes well with falafel. So, with my experience tasting the dish, I really enjoyed the falafel that I tried. I had it served on top of a salad, which we'll see, and I ended up taking it off the salad just to try it on its own. And the texture was very dense, warm, and soft. You could see the chickpeas, the white onion, and the cilantro and parsley in the pieces of the falafel, and they were in form of a patty, which kind of was interesting to me because I've always thought that they were just round balls before trying them. But I learned more about the dish, and I learned that you can have it in different forms, and they tasted very good and had a bit of a kick to them because of the spices. And the cumin had a very strong taste, but the chickpea flavor is what really stuck out. And I like how they were protein backed and loaded with nutrients. And I would love to try falafel in a traditional pita bread form with the tahini sauce sometime, even though I didn't try that the first time. But overall, I thought it was pretty good, and I liked tasting falafel for the first time. Here's some images of traditional falafel. As you can see on the left, there's just the ball form of it. And then on the right, there's the tahini sauce, there's tomatoes, cucumbers, the falafel, and then it's in a pita, which that's like the most street style that you will see when if you go to like the Middle East, that's probably where you're going to get. And this is a picture of what I tried. I went to like a salad place where it was like make your own salad, and I had falafel on the top, and it was really good. Yeah, it's in the patty form, and I just took it off and like bit it, and it was really good. So my social and culture perspectives, falafel has never been an item I see on menus at the restaurants I go to, and isn't a dish that I'm very familiar with. My culture perspectives have always affected what foods I eat every day and limited me from trying new foods. And I didn't even know what falafel was made of before trying it. And I had no idea of all the healthy ingredients that it has. And it has become a very popular health food on social media and turned into a topping on salads like the one I tasted. My social perspectives have always drawn me to trying food with good health benefits in the past and eventually led me to tasting falafel. And I think it's a very good plant based alternative and can be made even healthier with certain substitutions such as the oil and the cooking methods. And in this class, I've been allowed to expand my food preferences and perspectives in many ways. And I don't think I've ever would have tried falafel for the first time if it wasn't for this class. And here are all the reference I have. And that's it. Thank you.